Earlier today, we had some news come out about another liberal media outlet that had to have mass layoffs. Now, last week, we saw the same thing happen with BuzzFeed, Huffington Post, AOL, and Yahoo. The newest company in the spotlight is Vice, and that's all because they've been lying, manipulating, trying to betray their whole entire audience into believing this wicked propaganda that they've created. If you want my honest opinion, I think that Vice, they're okay in some kind of areas. If you're talking about food, I mean, that's probably the only thing. Munchies is okay when they talk about all those kind of food shops and they show really cool food that you don't normally see. That's awesome. But I would say all the rest of the stuff, really, when they're making up all the lies and the stories just get really ridiculous and you don't even know where they're coming from, really. They're pulling half of the stuff out of the sky. None of the information makes any sense at all. So, therefore, that's why Vice started dying out a year ago. Vice is falling apart. They're so desperate for attention that the other day they actually made a video. Actually, it's 2 days back. It has to do with Alex Jones and InfoWars, where they had an employee do a 5 day challenge saying that they only had Alex Jones supplements. And that was so that they could experience what it was like to be an info warrior. What's the point on actually trying to smear InfoWars right now? Every single media outlet did that. You had every single person on the left and celebrities. He's not on any type of social media site. What is the purpose to actually doing that? I think he has problems actually signing up for financial systems online, such as PayPal and other stuff like that. So I just don't know why you'd go on your way to go try to do this stupid little challenge because obviously, I mean, you're that desperate. You need to get clicks and views off of the right. So that's why you always see people talk bad about Trump all the time because they have nothing else to talk about. So it's all hate. Go check out the video after you're done with this because I think you'll get a good laugh looking at the dislikes. I thought it was rather amusing. 250 people are going to be impacted by this layoff. That's 10% of their workforce. So Vice, they're in a really weird situation right now. CNN, they lie too sometimes, but when you really look at BuzzFeed, though, when you look at Vice and what they're reporting, and even, I wouldn't really say AOL and Yahoo going to the extremes, but really just looking at Huffington Post, looking at Vice and BuzzFeed, what were they constantly doing? They were constantly twisting stories out of proportion, like they did with the Covington issue, and you saw how that went. Because of the lies that BuzzFeed was spreading, a lot of people were hurt in their life and have been completely destroyed. From journalists that didn't want to just try to do better, people that enjoyed lying, apparently. You liked doing that because you didn't stop yourself. I actually had more sympathy for the workers that are being laid off from all these left wing media companies that are completely failing. I started feeling bad for some of the workers and actually say, wow, maybe it's because the CEOs went too far or the producers for all the propaganda that we're constantly lying about. But at the end of the day, these employees, they had a decision to go get another job and try to do better for themselves if you know that the company is downright lying. After the whole Covington incident, mainstream media has been downhill and independent journalism has been on the rise. When the news is constantly putting out fake stories, more journalists are going independent to avoid layoffs in the future. I don't think there's any way Vice can really make a comeback from this unless all of a sudden they're making really cool movies or documentaries, but no one's going to even watch those. Why would you even want to? You're not going to believe anything that you're seeing. Maybe they should apologize like everybody else is made to do, like all the other celebrities, every other business, smaller sites like Gab that have to apologize for doing absolutely nothing. They're still being smeared. There was actually another smear on Gab the other day. Why can't they stop? Why can't they leave Gab alone? But they won't. They won't stop leaving Gab alone because it's fun for them. Very similar to how they'll report on someone wearing a MAGA hat. You could literally be doing the best thing ever wearing a MAGA hat, donating to all these kinds of charities, cleaning up the streets, and planting trees every single day, okay, right? You could be doing that. You'd have a MAGA hat on and people would just shame you. They would start writing articles on you. I can just see it right now. There's somebody wearing a MAGA hat, planting a tree, and all of a sudden they say that that's an act of racism. What a weird world we're living in. I tell myself that almost every single day. But I know things are going to be better at some point. I think the internet is kind of broken at the moment, and a lot of the media companies are just downright lying to everybody. Other than that, it's great. Well, that's all I have for tonight's video. I'm going to have another video coming very shortly. Go check out some of my other videos. There's a lot going on there, and I'll check you next time.